Ouchie, ouchie, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh my god, my cat is in my lap and she's scratching the hell out of me. Okay, hi! Yeah, it's me, Alethea, again, with Alethea Rains Photography. Yeah. Alright, today I'm going to show you with this one how I fill stuff in like this and how I get that kind of spotlight effect. First thing you're going to do, we're going to jump right into it, do Command J. Make a duplicate of your background layer, and this is kind of what I like to do with the backgrounds when I don't want to clone or heal. Okay, I do Command T, so that's free transform. Okay, I like to do the shortcuts here. Now we could get all crazy and make it look ridiculous, but we're not. Hit OK. Now you're going to go over here and you're going to create a mask. Then you're going to do Command I and invert that mask. Then you're going to take your brush, and what I usually do is I start off about 40%. You can see that right here. And I start coloring it in. If I had the right color, it would work. All right, there we go, with the white. Now I just keep brushing it over until I get a nice faded, see? So you've got it pretty much filled in so it looks like she was completely surrounded. And I like that, so I'm just going to leave it be. Come over here, take a snapshot. That way you can go back and change it if you need to, or fix anything. Bam! See? See how easy that was? Alright, now I'm going to show you how I darken up my area. There are a couple of ways of doing this. Command J, make a copy of your background. One way you can do this is take this little thing right here. It's your lasso tool. And say, it doesn't have to be precise, but this is kind of the area that I want to have brightened. Yes. Okay, select refine edge. Okay, you're going to want to feather about, let's see, not too crazy. You know what, I'm going to hit cancel on that one. I'm going to do feather. I'm going to do it this way. There we go. 250 pixels, say okay. And then what you're going to do is you can go over here to adjustments, hit curves, and I want to bump up just what's in the middle. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm now going to deselect, so you go up to select, deselect. Okay, so that brightened that up just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to take another picture so I can go back if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and I flatten, because I just don't want to get all too complicated with it. Alright, Command J, take your lasso tool again. Alright, now this time, select inverse, so it takes the outside. You're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Curves, and you're going to bring that down. And I forgot to feather, so let me go back and feather. Okay, modify, feather. The reason why you want to feather is because you want a smooth transition. You don't want it looking all crazy. Okay, now I can go to Image, Adjustments, Curves, and bring that down. Okay, there's one way of doing it. Hit OK, and then deselect. Okay, now because I kind of want it a little bit darker, I'm going to show you another way of doing it while I'm doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shot of this. Okay, I'm going to flatten this. Okay, once again, make a copy of your background layer. You don't want to work directly on it because it's a pain in the butt to have to go back and change anything if you need to. Alright, I'm going to go and I'm going to select my burn tool. This is just my way of doing it. I'm going to do kind of a low exposure. Make sure my midtones are selected. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to color right over this. Very gently. I don't want to get crazy with it. If you get crazy with it, it's going to look ridiculous. So don't get crazy with it. As we wait and wait. Ah, and we wait all days, all days. Go ahead and fast forward until you see this. I'm gonna wiggle it up and down when it's done. And you'll know when to stop fast forwarding. Of course, if you're fast forwarding through my talking, then you won't hear it. Ha ha. Okay, here we go. Nice, huh? Looks very pretty. Take a snapshot, go back. All right, I'm gonna flatten this. Okay, I like this. It looks like she's the one that is my focus. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom in, and as you can see, this is kind kind of the reason why I didn't really pick this shot to edit for my series, because it's not very in focus, is it? No, it's not. Alright, so I'm going to use my eye action. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm going to take this down. Normal opacity. Okay, I'm just going to highlight this just a little bit. Okay, whites, I think she's good. Whoops, pushed the wrong key. Oh, that's great, sweetie. Okay, darken up the eyelashes a little bit so they just kind of pop. There we go. Now, that works pretty good. I'm going to go in, I'm going to run my skin smoothing while my daughter is over there playing with her snails. As we wait. La 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 la. I don't really have anything to talk about between the waiting. I just like to get to the point. I really don't feel like beating around the bush. Okay, here we go. Largen this up a little bit using your bracket keys. I usually would have gone in and fixed any flaws beforehand, like I showed you in the last tutorial, but I'm really just kind of like trying to show on time here. If I do before, you see how it's kind of fuzzy, and then after, it's a little bit more clear. Okay. La la la. Woohoo! Okay, there. Now, something else you can do is you make a copy of your background, and I do soft light. See? Looks so much better, doesn't it? Really brightens it up. I'm just going to take that down just a little bit. That looks awesome, doesn't it? It's a really great way to add contrast without playing with things too much. So now we have that, so it looks great. I really, really like it, actually. Okay, do Command J. And I'm just going to kind of play with some stuff here. I don't really want to do that. Oh, that's just crazy. If I do overlay, it gets a little crazier. I don't really like that. Do lighten, and it mats it out. The lighten mode is really good about it doesn't look like it did anything, but if you, let's say, do a solid color, let's do like a gray. I know that's not gray, but if you go to lighten, it mats it out. See? Of course, you want to take the opacity down a little bit. Another way of doing that is, once again, watch out, photogs, okay? Don't be trying to kill me. Click this button down here. This is just kind of cool. Go back to layers. Don't ask me what this does. Solid color. Let's do like a pink. That looks pretty. All right, see, it looks crazy, right? Go to lighten. See? Isn't that cool? You like that, don't you? Looks good, huh? You like it? I know. I just showed you how to do that. I feel pretty good now. I actually really, really like that. Okay, I'm going to keep it. Ha ha. Ha ha. Wee wee. Okay, another thing you can do. I already showed you how to do the light leaks, but that's pretty much how I fill in the background. Duplicating your background layer and setting it to soft light. You might want to like reduce the opacity a little bit. I was doing something with this, and now I can't remember what it was, and so I'm kind of kicking myself in the you know what, because I completely forgot the technique I was using. But that's pretty much how you do that. I mean, it's not easy, or it's not easy. It's not hard. It really is not. You can take your images. I'm going to do a snapshot of this. Go from this. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. Go from this to this relatively easily, okay? It's not rocket science. It's not hard. I probably should post a video on how to get the image in the first place, because it's really easy. I cannot believe that people are charging hundreds of dollars to teach you how to shoot on manual when it is beyond the easiest thing you will ever do in your entire life. But anyways, okay. Well, that's it. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day. Ta-ta!